Hey everybody, Fletch from All Things Overlanding here. On today's 3-Minute Thursday, I'm going to be reviewing a product from a company you might have heard of before if you've watched my show, Last US Bags. Will, one of the co-founders, was gracious enough to send me a few examples of these bags, and I'm telling you guys, I am super excited. They are amazing. So on this episode, I'm going to be covering a bag called the Canteen Nutsack. So if you want to know why it's called a nutsack, stay tuned. Welcome back to the Nutsack review. Yes, I'm going to say nutsack as many times as I possibly can because I'm a child and I think it's funny. So this is the, as you can see on the tag here, Last US Bags Canteen Nutsack. I'm just going to be sharing my screen as well, so I'll cut back and forth between me talking and between their website so I can show you a little bit more from a feature standpoint and some pictures. But I just want to start by saying, so I got 3 bags sent to me by these guys, and the quality of them is just really impressive. Like, the materials used are really impressive. I love the design. I love that it's got a spot here for a morale patch. It's got some molly webbing on the back, so there's, a number of things you could do with this. You could attach things to the molly webbing if you want to just have that attached to this bag, or you could use that molly to attach it to something else, which is really nice. It's got a little handle up top, just so that you can kind of, quickly just sort of pick this thing up and take it with you. And then it's got 2 zippers that unzip here down the sides. And when you do that, there's a nice hefty piece of Velcro in here, which is what the orange strap is for, holding that together. And then inside of here, you can see there's a number of compartments and elastic sort of bands to hold things in. So what I'm actually thinking about doing with this is putting some tools in it. So sort of the basic sockets and things like that I need for my truck. But if you unzip this bag all the way, and I'm not going to say anything, but I'm just going to hold this up and I'm going to see if you can figure out why this bag is called the Nutsack. I don't get it myself. I'm not sure why it's called a nutsack, but it is. So this is the nutsack, right? So if you guys can figure that out, definitely post up in the comments below and let me know why you think it's called a nutsack. I actually, now that I've realized why they call it a nutsack, I find it very funny. So again, I'm a child. We all know this. I'm not going to pretend to be mature for my age. But, on my screen here, you can kind of see some pictures of it. So the cool thing about this is it's just a nice little pouch, right? Like it's a really cool way to store a bunch of different tools. Inside of the longer panel here, you've got a really long sort of pocket that you could use for like your ratchets or your wrenches, things like that. And then up here you could throw, various sockets or, just about anything. You could put some, you could put electrical cords in here and have this as like a camera backup bag. There's a million things you could use it for. But so you can see here that there's, different colors that you can get it in. Mine is gray and orange, which I think is really sharp looking. The zippers function really well. Here's another example. Here, another picture of why this may be called a nutsack. And you can see here they've got, some wrenches, measuring tape, a pocket knife, a caliper in there, some wire or some sort of like tape or something like that. There's a picture of basically the bag that I've got. There's the inside of it. But so I'm going to put a link to this down below just so that if you guys are interested in this pack, that you can go and pick it up. The nice thing about this is, I am going to be able to probably keep this to 3 minutes. Because it's just such a nice, simple design, but it's super useful. So again, my plan for this is to use it as a tool bag and just have sort of my bare bones essentials, right? Like for all of our vehicles, I'm sure that we have specific tools that we need all the time for our trucks. Like on the Xteras, there are a ton of 14 mil bolts. There are a ton of 19 mil bolts. Tons of 10 mils, like everything. So I might throw 3 or 4 10 mils in here. And that's a good point too that I haven't brought up yet is you could hang this thing, right? So because this has this sort of tab here, you could hang this from, the side of your vehicle if you're working on it. You could hang it from a tree branch or something like that. If you put, like, say, utensils in it, like, you could use this for cooking stuff too. Maybe you've got, like, your longer stuff like spatulas and knives and things like that down in here, but then you've got forks and spoons and seasonings and that sort of stuff inside of the bag. You could just pop this thing out, unzip it, hang it up from, the gas struts from the back of your hatch if you have an Xterra like me or something similar, or a branch or whatever, and you could, have full access to all your stuff. So again, I loved having Will on the show not too long ago, and I'm super stoked that he sent me this stuff, and I just wanted to share with you guys because the stitching is amazing, the zippers are amazing, like the quality of this stuff is on par with like a Blue Ridge Overland or, a lot of those other, sort of maybe more known Overland bag producers. So definitely check these guys out because I think they're very competitively priced, and I think that their stuff is just awesome. So I'm psyched to use this thing. Thank you to Will and Last US Bags for sending this to me. Again, I will put links in the description down below, so click down there to go through and check this thing out if you're interested and get yourself one of these awesome high-quality bags. If you're new to the channel and you haven't, this is your first video that you watched of mine, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. I put out gear reviews every single week, and I also put out a vlog/podcast. It's a little bit longer, once a week as well, talking about overlanding stuff, interviewing folks from the overlanding community, folks that, run different websites or have different products or things like that. So if that's something you're interested in, if you like camping, overlanding, off-roading, Nissan Xterras, anything like that, do-it-yourself projects and things, budget-minded overlanding, definitely consider clicking the subscribe button below. I'd love to have you guys as part of the crew. And comment and click like. That helps me more than you can know. And it also is just fun, right? Like, I'm here to hang out with you guys. I'm here to learn from you guys. And I'm here to hopefully help you guys out too. So click the subscribe button. Click the like button. Check me out on Facebook. Check me out on Instagram. Go to the website, allthingsoverlanding.com. And I'd love for you to join the conversation. So thanks again for watching. Have a good one. And we'll talk soon.